Hello and welcome to our second skinning tutorial. I hope you enjoyed the last one. This time we will talk about different styles of layer management. Maybe you remember our last file from the T34ESTZ. Now we have an in-deep look about the layer management. So I've already prepared a camo file, seen here, and now I will show you different effects depending on where we put it. So, if you put the camo file between our first group and our second group, we will be able to see all the rest under it. Now, to show you that in-game, this style, have a look. See, you're able to see all the rest. Now, if we move that layer above our second group, you will notice everything is green, or in case you use a different camo, everything is the color you have it. Now, in-game, this will lead us to a full colored tank, so everything, the tools, the tracks, everything, or the tracks on the tank, everything will have this color. In-game it will look like this. So if you want to see those tools again, you have to manually remove them here from the camo file. So change the opacity to, let's say, 30%, then use the eraser. And for example, here we have the shovels. Now use the eraser and remove the camo on this part to make it visible again. Now, when do we use different layer types? Well, that's quite easy. I always use this mode for the basic camo and for all decals we like to apply on the tank. And the overlay part, so over the group 2, I use only when I have parts which are naturally more weathered. For example, if we choose to apply something directly at the front plate of the tank where is much of dirt and grime, then it could happen that we are not able to see anything of our decal because it's underneath. To show that, just in a quick step, let's draw a little decal, or sort of a decal. Well, we need a different color. Let's say we choose red, it's always great, or pink. So we have a circle, and as you are able to see, here we are able to see our circle, and here we aren't. So if we move that decal above, we are able to see it again. Of course, you need to change the opacity to give it a little weathered in look. So change that to 90% or even 80%. And it will look a little more natural on top of this. Now, a different aspect, or if you want to change the amount of how much weathered your basic template look like, click on your alpha mask here in group 2, then go to Image, Adjustments, Brightness and Contrast, and turn this a little bit up, e.g. 150% will give you a much more cleaner look. If you change it to minus 150%, the camouflage is almost not visible and you will get a rusty, almost destroyed look for your final tank. I, for myself, change it depending on where the tank had his action. If I have a tank from a museum, I go to 150% or sometimes even to 300%. And if I have a battle-worn tank, I go to 50% or I don't change it at all. So like this. If you want to delete those scratches, we want first, you need, if you want to really erase those scratches, you need to change the N file. But if you want to just delete one of them and not all, you can change them on the alpha too. If you, for example, don't want to change the weathering of the rest of the skin and just the scratches, that is. So, if you want a new skin, you change... oh, what happened? Sorry. If you want to have a new skin, you change the brightness for the alpha mask, and if you just want to erase one of these scratches, take white color for your brush, then again make sure you check your group 2. Let's size that up, then reduce the hardness and the opacity, and then just paint a little bit white color here. And see, the scratch was erased. Now if we want to export it, for our last step today, we go to File, Save As, we go to Desktop, and we change to DDS, we remove the alpha channels, and save it. Here we have our NVIDIA plugin for Photoshop, and leave it as it is or change it to this and then save. Depending on the size of your skin, this will take more or less time. So after it has saved, minimize. Now start your alpha generator again and load your freshly saved DDS. Now go to Alpha, Invert Alpha, now it's inverted, and save again. Now watch the difference. Here we have a color icon, and after it's saved the DDS, it will be black. Now take this file into your Warthunder user skins template folder, write in, and yes, we want to overwrite. Now about the BLK. To create a BLK, just click on the wizard icon in-game and it will create the basic camouflage. We don't need that one because we do a direct painted skin, and a BLK. Now, if we want to write our own BLK, this part will be not there. So we will only have, from a freshly created BLK, this part, and that's pretty enough. We don't need more. Copy it, and then use the name of your DDS file or your TGA file, and just copy it in here. And at the end, of course, you need to change it to DDS because we have a DDS file. Do exactly the same for the turret, the gun, additional guns, or whatever. Then save it, and that's it. Pretty easy. Now, for a last thing I want to show you. I've already prepared that. No, we don't need that one. Here we have a alpha file from the T3485 CIS, and you will notice a little difference, and that is the saw and the wheels and some other parts are purely white. If you use this alpha in this form and do a skin with it, your final result won't have this part. So the saw and the wheels and everything else which is purely white will be totally invisible for the eye. So if we want to prevent that, you need to choose the magic wand tool and choose all this 100% pure white parts. And there we have another one. And there. These should be all. And now create a new layer. Turn the color to black. Fill it. Oh, sorry. Fill the layer with black color. And then subtract these parts. So the final result will look like this. I've already made that. This will be your alpha for the skin. So do your normal skin with the RGB and your alpha you have from the CDK. So this alpha. But if you export it, save it, and save this specially made alpha separately. So save that one, desktop. Let's say TGA, because that's okay. No, we don't need the alpha channels. Yes, okay. Now, if we have our RGB loaded from our sys file, go to alpha and then go to import alpha channel. Yes, and then search for your alpha on the desktop, wherever it is. Should be a TGA. No, any file, not Windows bin. And here we have our TGA file with our alpha, our customized alpha. Now we open that and you see the alpha channel is applied, and now we save that. Don't invert the alpha then, just save it with this customized alpha. And then the wheels and everything else will be visible again. So that's it for this tutorial. I hope you liked it. And again, if you liked it, like and subscribe. Next time we will do a little course about N-files, and in the video after it we will start with 3ds Max and how to do direct skins with 3ds Max. So, thank you and have a nice day. Bye bye.